What's up YouTube, Mr. Lamacy here, and today we're going to be continuing doing the unique and set only run. We are in Act 4 of Hell, so we could finish it up pretty quickly, but honestly I think it'll be really fun to kind of do a little bit more gear finding. I think there's just a little bit more that we can do right there, and so maybe we'll do a little more Mephisto, a little more Indariel, whatever it is, just to kind of get a little bit extra gear there, have more fun with it. So let's do a recap of what we currently are using. We have Karen Shard right here, Millibregas, Nokazin, and Eth Steel Clash, gets us the 15 all res, Saigon's Boots, Nagel Ring, Infernal Sign, Mantled Ring, and some Eth Frostburns. A lot of Eth here. We also have our Gold Dagger, and then our Millibregas Orb, which with the dual Millibregas is actually nice. Now the max lightning damage doesn't really matter, but 40% cold res and 50 to life is pretty solid. We've also found a lot of other gear. We've got Saigon's Shield if we ever want to shift there. We have Umbral Disc, which is not bad. The Bingsi's Wang we have that we can give over to a Mercenary, Act 5.
What's with the walking?
And just kind of a variety of things. We've also found a lot of other uniques and sets that we've kind of tossed. So yeah, let's dive in. Let's just continue doing some leveling right here and try and get ourselves a little bit higher. And what I really would love, we're also just in Blizzard right now, what I really would love is being able to get a little more FCR. Finding like Suicide Branch, Spectral Shard, obviously something like Oculus would be amazing, but just something. Having only 10 FCR or 0 on this is pretty rough. So that would be my main request and desire. But we'll just have to see with that one how it goes. Let me raise this a hair.
So, how do we speed up your treadmill?
Thank you, Hades. Thank you, Soil and Dark Angel and Limos. Appreciate that. Start the splits? You're right. We'll start our splits back again. Again, we could... I'm going to also start my fire. I guess I'll go Firewall. We'll do Firewall and Fire Mastery. Speed up. What does that even mean to speed up? You know, there's so many words there. You said Act 4 of Hell? Yeah, but I need to level up some. I'm only level 54 right now. Well, 55 now. So we can level a little bit here. It's also not bad to level like in Act 1. Especially if we're a little bit weaker. Go to like Stony Field. I didn't do Dural and Mephisto splits. Oops. No, we did. But yeah, just like Act 1, killing some of these boss groups out here, it's really not a bad way to get some levels in. Yeah, I mean, when you rush through, you can definitely get much further in at a higher level, but it is, you know, risky and scary and everything. So, just naturally from speedrunning, I end up... Hey, more Saigon's Boots. Scolders would be really nice. Yeah, that'd be a fun drop. Another shell rune. So many shell runes dropping for us. Don't mind seeing it. So, just nice and easy. Doing some leveling. Pick up our full juves. Yeah, again, like, oh, getting a Viper Magi, getting Q-Hagens, getting... So many things would be so good. It really is surprising kind of how bad our drops have been, considering how much we have, like, really farmed and how many unique and set items we found. Eventually, I just stopped tracking it because we just found too many. It was just too many to track. But it's like, yeah, no Mosers, no Spectral Shard, no, you know, I mean, there's just like so many ones that we could have found. I found like 20 different gloves, I swear. So, who knows? Who knows? Cold enchanted. No chances. Nope. A lot of no's. But we're finding the weirdest things, like unique dragon shield. You know? Like we find this. 29 all res. Not bad. I don't hate it. All the chance to cast Instruct stuff is fun. I would need 20 more strength though. We could drop our Frostburns, put on Saigons, that gives us 10 more strength. And then just a couple levels and we would have it. So the additional resistances could be worth it, plus we can use Socket Quest. Wow, I was literally just like stuck on that rock. That was weird. I couldn't run at all. What are you watching? This is Diablo 2. If you mean exercising, yeah. Gotta get your exercise in. So I've decided, you know, because I've got a baby now, as many of you know, and it's hard. It's easy to like just not get as much workout in as you want and everything. Put on a couple pounds. Dad bod, you know, it's a real phenomenon. So we're going to make a strong effort here to hopefully alleviate some of that. I know Dad bod is in, but I don't want it to be in me or on me. So we're gonna get back in, have our rockin'. We're gonna be trying to eat a little bit better. I still am not all about the like 1000% eating exactly perfectly. Like I like having a little snack here and there, you know. But probably clean up some of the meals a little bit, right? And then I can still have some snacks. Which does make exclamation mark factor. That's right. Nice in there, right? Alright, so let's do strength and blaze. That is a good point. I didn't even think about that. I mean, I did. You've been slimming down from it? Nice. I did, but... Oh, let me... Okay, perfect. Yeah, they're great little meals. I actually was not even trying to pair that up in a promote the meal. Like when I was saying it, I actually completely forgot. I actually just really wanted to lose a little bit of weight and eat a little bit better. And then you mentioned, and I was like, oh yeah, we did pick up Factor. They are our sponsor for next couple weeks here and the day. So, it's convenient. Where's the Cheerio? Man, that's been a bit, huh? But yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. It's so easy, man. So easy to, you know, you're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do for food here. I gotta get back to the baby. Wish this game didn't have 99% botters. I know. That's okay. This is nice. So, Phase of Horror gets us the 10 all resist and 20 to strength. We would be dropping the 50 life 40 cold res piece from there. But we could use Tiamat's over like Millibregas here. I mean, it's like not a bad combined set there, but kind of like this. Sugar is fine, fat is fine, diets are a scam. I mean, I think there still is definitely appropriate ways to balance it. And all of the processed sugar that we do eat. It tastes too good for it to be totally fine. Now, just pure fats being an issue, yeah, that I agree with for sure. Added sugar much different than natural sugar? I mean, this is also true. Yeah, I eat too much sugar, if we're gonna be honest. If I'm gonna be honest with myself, I eat too much sugar. It just tastes so good, you know? You also eat too much sugar? Yeah. But I don't drink, so it cancels out. This is true. Oh my god, Emily. Also, yes, quantity is a major issue. And one of the biggest problems, I would definitely say, in America, where quantity is everywhere, everything. Thank you to the new subscriber there of it. Man, like, Moo Girl and I were at a restaurant and we were just looking at some like basic meals. These weren't like crazy unhealthy, like, get your giant feast burger of everything, whatever. It wasn't some like ridiculous place, heart attack grill or anything. It was just like a regular restaurant. But they had the calories next to their menu items. And oh my gosh, you guys. Every single thing on their menu was like at least 1,000 calories. Many of the items on their menu, it was like burger, plus, you know, fries, whatever. And it was like 2,400 calories. I was like, what in the world? The quantities are insane. So yes, Factor is actually a huge help in that regard to bring that down. If that's your only meal, it's not too bad. Yeah, if you eat nothing else. Fries are potatoes, so they are a salad. How was it, Jake Kid? With soda included? No, that doesn't include the drink. Crazy? Alright, so let's do that more strength in case we do want to swap back around. But that was a pretty nice shift. I mean, I guess if I'm running Tiamats, then yeah, the helm would, no matter what, swap out, so. Yeah, there's definitely still the idea of quantity is the most important thing if you're purely looking at like weight, right? If I'm just looking at if I will gain weight or not, if I just don't get enough calories, then I'm not going to be gaining right there. But the quality of your calories does matter. If you're just pounding Mickey D's every day, you're gonna feel like garbage. You know? So that's definitely something that I've like known and noticed in my life for sure, is the better that I eat, the better that I feel, regardless of if I'm gaining or losing weight or any of that.
Evil beware.
I went to school at Tulsa. Yeah, that is the Tulsa curse jersey there. So this is one of my track shirts.
These stones radiate powerful magic.
More nutritious foods make you feel more full too. That is definitely also a piece. It's like you can just eat, you know, only 2,000 calories of McDonald's a day or whatever and just be fine in that way. But you'll be a lot hungrier, because I agree. When you eat garbage food, it just doesn't fill you, man. What was my mile time? I wasn't really a mile runner. I did like sprints and stuff, but my mile was a little under 5 minutes. But again, that wasn't my like event, you know. But just, you know, being naturally in shape and everything. But I also just hated distance. Distance running sucked. I got so bored. Least favorite decathlon event. Let's see. I mean, it probably ultimately was a toss-up between a variety of them. Like, the 100 was fine. I wasn't an amazing 100 runner, but I wasn't bad. I was okay at it. Long jump, I was great, and I loved long jump. Shot put was okay. I was always like middle of the pack on it. I really didn't like high jump a ton just because I never figured out high jump very well. I could never time my body super well. And then the 400 meter obviously sucks, but that was my best event. I always would like win the 400 meter or, be in like second. So I knew it was worth a lot of points. So it's like, okay. Mr. T. So like that. Yeah, it was rough. It was an exhausting event. But again, it's like I was really good at the 400. I would always puke afterwards, but I'd always like win it. And then the 100 meter hurdles, or 110 meter hurdles, excuse me. I actually was a hurdler in high school. And like I went to state in the hurdles. I was rank 1 in the 300 meter hurdles. Like I was a very good hurdler. But in college, when it went up to 42 inches instead of 39 inches, it was just a little too tall for me. Just plain and simple. It was just a little bit too high. I'm only 5'11", and it really feels like 42-inch hurdles were made for someone who's like 6 feet plus. And so I was okay at them, but I never really liked them in college because of that. It was just always a little too hard. Oh my god. And then, let's see, beyond that, discus I always enjoyed. I wasn't great at it, but I always loved it. Javelin's always fun because you're literally just like throwing a giant spear. Again, I wasn't like amazing, but I wasn't bad. I was like fine in it. Pole vault I really liked, but I have a tear in my meniscus, and it made it really hard to vault like super high. I've just had that tear for like years. So I couldn't really vault crazy high because of that. It would always like pinch and hurt a lot. And then the 1500 meter just sucks. But I always would do decent in the 1500 meter. So, I don't know if I hated truly anything. Probably just the 1500 meter because it was right at the end. And you just like, you're so exhausted. You've just done 9 events. And they're like, all right, now run a mile. And you're like, just please don't make me run a mile. So, probably that one, but yeah, sadly I think hurdles were one of my like least favorites really once I got there. And again, that was me coming from being like a really good hurdler in high school. Did I carb binge? Oh yeah. I mean, in college we used to work out about 4 to 5 hours a day. And so to maintain, I needed to eat about 4,200 calories a day to maintain my weight. Maybe like 4,000. So, yeah, there was you just ate and then ate some more. And like before bed, you'd eat like a couple peanut butter sandwiches. When you go to Chipotle, you'd get a double wrap on your burrito. It was like everything you did was just to try and like get more calories in,
Beware.
because he just worked out so much. Nice done it. I would have been a good 400 hurdler. Yeah, so I actually think if I truly believe this, and I mean, I wasn't, I don't think I'm delusional with a lot of it. Like, I knew that as a decathlete, I was good, but I was never going to be, like, amazing. I wasn't tall enough, plain and simple, to start. And I also just didn't want to train for 10 events nearly as much. So I knew, like, where I was going to kind of end up. I also would have needed to get some surgery to fix my meniscus, because it limited my pole vault and all of that. So, like, again, I was understanding of where I was, and like I said, I would finish, third place in my district and whatever. Like, I was a fine decathlete. But I think if I did 400 meter hurdles, I would have been like a national competitor with it. I think I could have gone at least to like Olympic trials and done some stuff there. I don't think I'm not making claims I would have gone further beyond and gone to the Olympics even or anything like that. But I think I could have at least competed at about an Olympic trials level with it. Because long distance hurdles really were my that was my jam, right? Even like the 110 meter hurdles, I was like decent, but I was probably ranked like 15th to 20th in the state in 110 meter hurdles. Whereas in 300 meter hurdles, I was ranked first. And I still, even like where I was ranked and everything, I had more, It's like I still knew that I had more I could even do on that. But 400, I was really good in the 400, and then 400 meter hurdles were just hell. Plain and simple. That's it. To run 400 meters and then put 10 hurdles on it was like one of the worst feelings ever. And to train every day for 400 meter hurdles was just like when I did decathlon training, you'd train 4 or 5 hours a day, but you'd get to go and do other pieces in the middle. It's like, okay, now we're going to go pole vault. Now we're going to go long jump. Now we're going to go shot put. Yeah, you do your sprint workouts and distance workouts every day, but you got like breaks in between. 400 meter hurdles. I mean, when I trained, hurdles in high school, even 300 meter hurdles, it was just like, all right, we're just doing like hurdle exercises, lead leg, trail leg drills, all of that stuff. And then, we're doing like acceleration drills. We're doing drills over hurdle more. And then we're, doing sprints. Let's do like 40s, 50s, 60s. And then let's go to like 600, 500, 400, 600, 500, 400, 600, 500, 400. And end on that. And like, oh my God, to do that every single day. Oh, so brutal. So I just did not want to invite that hell. I just was like, I want to go and like pole vault for a day and do other stuff. Why level up strength as sorcerer? So I can wear gear. Because this run I'm like putting on a lot of gear and stuff. So that was my thought. I was like, I could probably at least get to the Olympic trials and compete there as a 400 meter hurdler, but hate myself every day. Or I could do decathlons, be decent, earn points for my team, still hate myself because decathlons suck. But you only do like, 2-3 decathlons a year. And then you get to like do other events that are more fun in between. So that was my ultimate decision made. Opinion of the triathlon? Yeah, I think triathlon would be fun. I mean, the biggest thing with the triathlon that would super be rough is just the biking portion. I feel like the biking is really just like super long. Like swimming I did swimming in high school for a bit. And so swimming is like nothing for me personally. Like, and I can understand that being tough for some people. But what's a triathlon swim? Maybe like half a mile, 3/4 of a mile? $3,800 meters for a triathlon? Really? I didn't know it was at a mile. So that's Ironman. No, Ironman is a 2-mile swim, I think. I mean, a mile's not bad. But again, I've done a lot of swimming in my life. So, like we would do, probably about 1.5 miles every day of like sprints and various things. How often have you done a mile swim, Llama? A lot of times. So basically, like I said, every day we would do over 1 mile of swimming. Olympic triathlon is 1,500 meter swim. That's what okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. We would do more than that. We would do about 3,000 meters of swimming every day in practice. Somewhere between like 3,000 and 3,600 meters swimming every day, or yards, whatever they would use for the calculation of it. So to me, the swim isn't bad. When I was in my at my job, I used to just swim 1 mile every day for lunch. So it'd be like 35 minutes, whatever. Just go swim 1 mile, rinse and repeat, right, every day. And so swimming to me is like not bad, right? Just kind of like it's an easy groove. I've never felt like that part's hard. The running portion would suck just because I hate long distance running, but that would be fine. The only part for me, like I said, I think would be the biking just because it's so long. And I feel like I'd get really sore and like tired. I don't like the super long piece. Yeah, swimming is great cardio. The first day of swim practice, when I joined swimming my senior year of high school, because I was like, oh, that'd be good off-season cardio. And the first day was, like nothing crazy, but we probably did like 2,500 meters or something like that. And I was like holding on to the edge, dying. I was so like, oh my God, it was so hard that first day. Yeah, exactly, Octarine. So for me, but you know, by the end of the year and everything since then, I feel like it's not too bad. Like swimming a mile is like warm up. I mean, we'd warm up generally. Like swim practice would generally be warm up would be like 600 meters. So you would just swim, you know, like 4 times 150s or whatever at a decent pace. And then we would do like 20 times 100 meters for like the main workout. And then we would do some, you know, like alternate, like whatever thing, right? Like a couple 200s on butterfly or whatever stuff. All of that. Okay, we have a level 3 firewall, which is pretty weak. We can make it a level 4 with Saigons. If I get a little more dexterity, level 5. Okay, let's just do here. It's still pretty weak, though. Yeah, like swimming out in open water could be tough, though, for sure.
Evil beware.
All right, let's see how this feels.
This place is trouble.
All right, I mean it's possible. It is a little slow still. You're here? Perfect. There you are. We were all waiting and wondering. But, yeah, so I don't think I'll ever, you know, get back to college shape. But I would like to get back to a better shape than round. Probably good to get a fire mercenary for this. Yeah, I mean, getting back to college shape's like impossible because of how much was done then. But I do think overall, because again, like, you know, a month ago I went and bounced a bunch of kids on a trampoline, and oh my god, if I didn't have to sit down for like 15 minutes to rest, it was so exhausting. Felt so out of shape. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good group. Forget the aggressive running. I mean, I figured doing the pool is a good, like, start piece. Mamet, thank you very much for that sub, by the way. It's like, if I can do some pool, that's really nice. If I can climb a little, that's good. And then hockey as a goalie is surprisingly rough. Surprisingly very rough. Thank you, Dutch. I guess we'll give you Saigons and Colwyn's Point. Nice. And Millibregas. Let's see. cut out as much sugar. I know, it's sad. I love sugar. Dang, you bought a rowing machine? That's intense. That is intense. Get chef! Stay alive, buddy. Oops. Yeah, rowing machines are fun, but brutal. No, 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 Gesheff, don't do it, don't do it. Get out of there, buddy. Whew. Yeah, rowing is a good time, but getting a rowing machine I do think would be tough overall. Like, how much does a rowing machine cost? And then where are you gonna put it? You gotta have space for a rowing machine. $1,200? It's actually cheaper than I expected. Used ones are $300? Wow. Permission to swag out? You can swiggity swaggity all you would like, my friend. But yeah, I think hockey goalie is my, like, that's what I'm really loving. Working out in the home by yourself is so hard. Like, that's something I feel like that really is just such a difficult thing. Like, I can do it on occasion, you know? On occasion, you'll find me able to, like, go do some jump rope workouts, do some whatever, you know. But man, to like actively remain engaged and working out, it's just one of the hardest things when you don't have like a place to go, accountability. Like, yeah, forcing yourself to leave the home, I feel like works so much better. Oh man, I really need to like get an Amazon affiliate piece set up for it. I don't even remember the name of this specific treadmill. It doesn't have it like named anywhere on it, so it's probably some generic thing. But it's great for walking underneath. Okay, let's go ahead. We are 60. Let's go ahead and head here. That's awesome, Octarine. Yeah, also having a friend to work out with. Huge for all that accountability. Jesus. Wow, I actually got hit there? I thought I was totally fine. Why not just Mephisto over and over again? We could go in Mephisto here. I was gonna like advance a little further and then do some of that, but am I doing this to simulate walking on my character? Not exactly like that, but suppose it's like it. No, I'm just doing this because this is actually I mean, as a streamer, oh my god, I hate that. It is actually pretty difficult to... This is rough. To get in like all your steps and everything like that. Because a lot of times you're just streaming, you're sitting all the time. Same with my previous job as a software developer, you know. There's so much sit and hunch on computer. It's really tough. So, being able to incorporate something here to make it better is, you know, feels really nice. And I feel like this is a great way. What's my actual job? Well, this is now. Before I was a software dev, data analyst, you know, whatever. Some data science, a lot of data analytics. He's immune to both. Actual job. But, you know, the idea of getting just a sit stand was also like, okay, but you don't, still just standing is like not actively engaging you and working you in a way, you know? So I was like, I need more. I gotta do more to it. You know? Gotta do more with it. Hi-oh. Alright, let's see. We're definitely starting to get a little sweat on right now. Let's go here. Is my AC fixed? Yeah, so the AC wasn't actually broken. My dryer was labeled wrong on my breaker box. So when I flipped the switch to the dryer, I was actually flipping the AC compressor. I was like, alright, why am I flipping my dryer breaker? So my dryer, because it was set up on the wrong the dryer, because it was set up on the wrong like spot or whatever, it was not getting the appropriate voltage. Right? It was only getting 120 or whatever instead of the 240 it needed. Why are there so many Oblivion Knights here? That's really annoying. Right. So they went and fixed that, adjusted that, so it was on the second pole. Well, this home was built in 19 like the 80s. I mean, I agree. New homes nowadays are just being thrown together haphazardly. It is insane. Like, oh my gosh, when we were looking to buy a home, we were looking at like newer homes at first. And they were falling apart. Everything about them was just literally falling apart right in front of your face. Like baseboards were peeling, garage doors were warping. It was like, what? This home is like a couple years old. It was wild. So eventually, after looking at like 10 to 15 new homes and all of them just being made with sawdust and glue, we were like, all right, we're just going to go find an older home. And then we found an older home and it was much nicer. And the quality of materials is so much nicer. Ow. Yeah. And the new homes, they were like, all right, this house is a $400,000 home, but we're selling it for $550,000. And then people are giving us cash offers of $800,000. And you're like, wait, what? For this trash? And it was all just like sight unseen investors with pure cash. Lies? No, they were actually selling for that. They literally, at one point, they like were selling their homes and they had so many people that were bidding on them. They just like doubled the price, basically. Not doubled it. But like I said, within a month, they went from the homes that they were selling being like 400 to like 550 the next month. The same exact homes. Just like the next lot of them. They were like, demand is up. This is in Dallas. But also that happened everywhere. So this specific instance was in Dallas. Bro, this is insane. There's like way too many Oblivion Knights here. I need to get them a little bit separated off so they'll relax. New construction isn't universally bad? Okay, well it's bad here. I just need like that dude there to... Here we go. Get these guys to come over here. There we go. Come on. Why'd I quit Diablo 4? Quit's a strong word. I got to level 100 and took a break from it. Yeah, it's crazy. We'll see what happens with Season 1. That'll be a big tell. Alright, let's see how you do, Mr. Man. I need you to fire on him. Come on, baby! No! Why'd you die? Annoying. Ugh, there's too many guys behind there. Leave that Oblivion Knight alone. We're just trying to kill one dude. His name is Jace. And he's on top of the portal, so I can't see him. That's nice. Dude is worthless. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah. I just want to kill some of these guys. Kind of agree with you there. It does feel like a lot of games we're getting nowadays are really half-baked with just promises for future content if you wait for the seasons and expansions and whatever things. Like D4, no matter how much you're enjoying it or not, you have to admit it's pretty half-baked in a lot of ways. Many things that just got rushed out. Come on. Alright, whatever. He's like far enough away that we can now hone in on Jace a little bit more. You didn't realize how broken resist are? Yeah, I mean, they just like don't even work. Okay, here we go. Mano y mano here. Maybe I should just respec into Firewall now. I wanted to carry through, but might just be time to do the respec. He's like not even taking the damage to actually die. Alright, let's do it. Gonna need to do it anyways, so. Okay, so get teleport. Max here and there. Okay. So there. Here. Oops. Oh my god, it like doesn't even improve my damage at all. I have such a bigger firewall now. Rip. It does. It just didn't feel like it. It's all good. Suicide. For death. Die to Sace. Ah, easy. Not even a problem. Lord to Sace is always so strong, I know. Burning down the house. Alright, we have a set item. Oh, I forgot to weapon swap, darn it. Want a great new game every week? Nah, when Lum RPG comes is when Lum RPG comes, alright? Towels! Oh, darn. I mean, it's, you know, a little hit recovery. See what our bonus is. What Cathans do I even have? Oh, the ring, maybe? 10 to strength, 50 attack rating, regen mana. Trash. We've definitely found like 3 or 4 Talos pieces. Hey, we're all friendly and having a nice time here. Will I socket the shield? Yeah, I mean, I probably should, right? Just put a diamond in there. Everybody's just here having a great time together. Claymore. Crunchy Painter is objectively better. Mods, can we get a ban in chat? Some opinions are okay and some are that. Disgusting. I probably didn't need to put 20 points in Firewall, to be honest. Maybe we went overboard. But that's okay. Woo. Moo, moo, moo. Oh, the charge bolts are so annoying. Z-Rabbit, Leon, thank you very much. Appreciate you both. Stop it. Whew. That was close. Okay. How's Moon Baby Llama? Good. They went out for lunch. She was super cute this morning. Like I say, to really get a sense of D4, we'll have to first see what it's like when Season 1 drops, how the game plays, how the season is. Will the season be something amazing? Will it just feel like Diablo 3? Will it feel like Path of Exile seasons? Will it be some in-between version of it? How much stuff will they fix? And then additionally, questions like, for, popularity, viewership, all that stuff, once drops are no longer enabled on Twitch for Diablo 4, will it continue to have, good numbers? Will people just not want to watch it anymore? There'll just be a variety of questions to be answered and see what the general overall feel of the game is after a bit of time here. Alright, so let's see what we got here. That was such a nice grouping, but Cold Enchanted Maddock is a no-go. I guess I should do this, huh? Dum, dum, bum. Okay, so Enchanted, Strong Curse. Oh my god, don't kill me. Gosh dang it. Having 0 FCR is so bad, man. Probably need a few more mana pots though as well. Let's drop some on the ground. Out of money. Perfect. See what we got. Fire enchanted, no. No. Sure. Cold enchanted, no. Aura. Lightning. That should work. They're just very fast, so I have to really be careful. Took almost 2 years for 1.9 to release in D2. Yeah, but I would definitely say Diablo 2 had a better base for my style. Again, I prefer a different style. I think D4 has a decent base, but I do think dynamic level scaling and itemization are both rough in it, which is important to me. And so that, to me, is what needs to really be overhauled, but that's my opinion.
Yo Llama, I heard Shaco and Grandfather are like super rare in D4.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where nobody can find them. Are they more rare than Tyrails in D2?
Oh, like so much more rare than Tyrails might. Look at this engaging gameplay. I mean, yeah, we're cheesing the heck out of the Ancients. This is what you get here. Oh no! Why did he go around? What a jerk. Also, we're not talking D2 in that way. There are plenty of pieces of D2 that, yes, after 20 plus years are... people have found ways to abuse them and such. And I don't even claim that boss fights and stuff in this game are amazing. Though I do think Ancients is usually a really great fight. If you take out, of course, this really nice cheese that we figured out. Okay, we should static him at least. Oh, hello. Whew. Alright, that's enough static for me. Yeah, boss fights are pretty weak though overall in this game. Like that's one of the worst things about this game is boss fights kinda suck. Now, I don't think Diablo 4 boss fights were good either. Both of them kind of sucked. I think going to like Path of Exile and stuff, you get really a ton of great fights. Like, man, so many good fights in PoE. Okay. There and here. Oh boy, I'm dead. Not only did we run into marauders that were fanaticism, but we also ran into a dead end, so our teleport wouldn't go off. It's about as unfortunate as it gets. Just as hardcore, we would have had that escape finger so ready for that as soon as that telly didn't go off. Still might have died though. It's a tough one. No souls, no souls. Snakes, okay. Fanaticism, not as much a fan. Thank you, STGMT, for 1 year. Alright, let's see. Alright, we have cold and cold. Playing through D4 in every boss, I feel like I have to die to their vague one-shot animation at least once before it's clear what's happening. Yeah, there's definitely... I mean, I think that's the modern ARPG issue for me that I feel I run into often. That's generally my biggest complaint with a lot of it. Is I just feel like there's so much on the screen and you're just gonna die to something that you don't even understand why you died before you like get to the next piece of it, and it just dodge ground animations. But why do ground animations have to be so much of the difficulty? Everything is on the ground, explosions, on death after death, whatever. PoE does the same thing in many cases, and it also annoys me there. But that's just a piece of all modern ARPGs now, it feels like. How do I like the aesthetics of D4? I actually think Diablo 2 Resurrected looks a little bit better. Just like how some spells and things move in, plus like inventory and character screens and stuff have less of a mobile UI feel. So I think the UI is pretty bad to me in D4, but I still think the game overall looks decent. Like, I still don't think the game looks bad by any means. Except the UI. That's the only thing I think looks bad. The UI was very much made for console, which has a very mobile feel, and I just don't like that. But I think like Tree of Whispers looks gorgeous, and there's honestly a ton of areas in the game where I like run past it and I like stop for a second and I'm like, wow, this looks gorgeous right here. So it has plenty of those moments within it, you know? Plenty of those moments. Oh no, they resurrected him. Why wall and not Hydra? Hydra damage just gonna be pretty low for a lot of it there. Wall's got pretty good damage and can take care of Oblivion Knights and Corlic really well. I mean, we could probably make Hydra work, I would imagine. But okay, let's see. Man, he just will not take damage. Dude's a tank. Why are these Unravelers so tanky all of a sudden? Oh my god, the resurrection. Are you kidding me? Oh, I should have just wave skipped. Should have done a wave skip. Come on. Drag as many guys away as we can. Ugh. Painful. Painful, painful. Where'd he teleport to? Oh, there he is. And this one Oblivion Knight is brutal. But there's also a lot of poison clouds that seem to be around. Jesus. What are we watching? Diablo 2. Nice and easy. Not even a sweat. I mean, I'm actually sweating a lot, but it's from other stuff. Excuse me. Oh man. What? My TP didn't go off? Oh my god, I got caught in like a load screen for too long. Alright, we have souls. Let's avoid this. That was weak. That was weak. Thankfully, we have a really good map. Not a lot of mobs there. Come on. They need to stop healing each other. Group up and die already. Way too much healing going on. I'm gonna do Glacial Spike just for the freeze. So they'll stop healing so much. How's the treadmill? It's rough. That's good. Try and get just a little bit in. Not as rough as this character. I mean, level 62. Always gonna be a little rough in these areas. Okay. Why not get myself a mercenary? Oh, he'll just die instantly. Ooh. That was good. Good blizzard right there. Got a lot of them dead. A lot of damage dealt from that one blizzard. Okay.
Oh. Brave gifted a tier 1 sub to raise the dead 8.
Next game.
First gift sub in the channel.
Appreciate that. Thank you for the gifted sub. Money. Oh my god. Changing the skills with your mouse. Yeah, I'm not sure I really used hotkeys as like the first year I played either. And I was like 11. I just played like a Frenzy Barb and all he did was Frenzy. And that was it. Maybe I would change for a Shout or something. nice. Vitality punch bar. Hey, I did that too. Just the other, like last year. All right, Mr. Bale. Senor Bale. Ow. Put on Gold Dagger for the drops. Good call. We'll have to make that swap at the end. Do, do, do. This is a FUBU t-shirt? No, it's a Tulsa t-shirt. Tao's armor will drop now. Be okay with it. Yep. Getting a little walk in. Uh-huh. Easy. First try, no deaths. GG, well played. Ah, man. Whew. Oh. Whew. That was good. Hour and 40 something minutes. Let's take a little break. Hey, some cold skills. All right, let's take a look at our character. So we have Gold Dagger that we started with. We got a Face of Horror, which is actually pretty nice. Again, we could socket this, put like an Ort or something in it. That'd be fantastic.
Help me. So now that easy, boring run is over, do you want to do some ultra hardcore runs?
Oh my god. We got our classic Nokazin. It's not bad damage, 164 AD. We have an Eth Steel Clash, lasted us a lot. Ice Blink, little cold res there. Frosties for more mana. Again, ethereal. Mantled Heal. Infernal Sign. Nice to just, once we got a belt, that was so helpful. Nagel Ring at a 24%. And Saigon's Booties. We also had Karen's Shard. And Tiamat's Rebuke. Which is nice. 29 all res on that. Rixots. The Bing Sees Wang. I guess I need to finish it. There you go. Roughly 645. Not bad with all the farming we did. Arctic Mitts, Saigon's Gloves, Milabrega's Helm and Shield. We also had Saigon's Shield, Umbral Disc. We found Angelic's Armor, Angelic Ring, I think. Angelic Sickle. Arcana's Staff, Arcana's Helm. I mean, we actually found a lot of set and unique items. If you watch through this whole run, there is a lot of set and uniques. And especially, yeah, Colwyn's Point. And I mean, the nice thing was, you know, it's just like, hey, pop over to the Durance. And, you know, I don't think I did much Hell farming, actually, for Hell Mephisto that much. But we did a lot in Nightmare. Did a lot of Nightmare farming. My static is so bad. And then we just, you know, would do our casual farm on Mephisto. Right? Nice and easy. Not enough mana, really. And rinse and repeat. And this was just like our jam right here. It was really nice. So we did this. Like I said, Mephisto and Dario, that got us a lot of the drops. But sadly, we still didn't drop like anything crazy GG. I'd say that was overall the saddest piece for me. Was I was really hoping that we'd get like, you know, again, Mage Fist, Chanseys, Trang's Gloves. Maybe find something crazy like Arachnid Mesh, even though we couldn't use it. Viper Magi, Spectral Shard, Oculus, Suicide Branch. Like, there's so many items that just a single one of them would have been amazing to find. So, getting none of it was sad. Rip. But, overall, still a fun character. Again, that was all the gear. Here is her skill build. So we ended up going a decent amount of strength so we could really start wearing a lot of gear. Otherwise, all vitality, a little bit of energy for a little extra mana. 20-20 across, 1-1-1 and all the basics, and then 20 in Firewall, just to help us for, you know, the ending with Corlick and Desace and whatnot. So that was our unique set, only whatever we find run. I think it went pretty well. Like I said, we didn't get the GGs, but we did still find a lot of like decently fun items. We had some decisions to make along the way, and it just made it still a fun experience overall. So, with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Mwah. Kisses to you all, and I'll see you guys next time.